Howdy folks, it is me, Mang, here with another custom weapon blueprint tutorial video right in the middle of a thunderstorm. You can probably hear the thunder here every now and then because it's quite loud. But that's not the point for this. The point of this video is we're going over the MX9 submachine gun, which is the AUG in the submachine gun form, because they can't decide whether it should be an assault rifle or an SMG anymore. Now, I call this one the Gut Wrencher, and I actually made this like maybe 5 minutes ago, so it's pretty fresh. Fresh and nice, you know what I mean? Alright, now with this out of the way, let's get to these attachments. Okay, yes, we're here. Alright. First, you're going to want the 32 round mag. Give you some extra ammo, fuck them up easier. Then you're going to want to go with the 16.5 Bruin S901 barrel. For damage range, hip-fire accuracy, movement speed, and bullet velocity. However, it's going to remove some ADS speed, hip recoil control, and recoil control on its own. I can almost English today. Next up is the Bruin STB556 stock for some recoil control, but it'll take some ADS and crouch movement speed away, which is okay. You don't need to worry. The tuning brings it all back up to where it needs to be. Next up, the Bruin TS30 comb for aiming stability and recoil steadiness. It'll bring back what you get lost from the rear grip, and it'll take some movement speed and ADS speed. Then lastly, you're going to want the STIP 40 grip, which has recoil control, but it takes some aiming stability away. Alright, now that I managed to struggle my way through the attachments, let's see if I struggle any further on the tuning that we go through. So we're going to go with the barrel first on the tuning, and you're going to want to tune it for aim walking speed at around 20. That's where you're going to want to be on the first bar on the left, and then on the right bar, on the bottom bar, you're going to want to put it at around 15 toward damage range. Because that'll help mitigate your recoil, but also bring back some movement speed without making you run around like a goddamn toaster that's plugged into a wall outlet. Next up, since it put me over here for some reason, we're going to go with the rear grip. You're going to want to put that just for sprint to fire speed at 20. Don't mess with the left bar at all. Unless you really want to, then you can go ahead, but for this build, just 20 towards sprint to fire speed. That's all you're going to need. Next up, we have the Bruin comb. And you're going to want to put that at 10 for aiming idle stability on the bottom bar, and then 15 for recoil stabilization on the left bar. So that helps mitigate all the recoil bump up they're going to get from moving it down, like moving it for mobility. And then lastly, we're going to go with the stock for about 1.32 or 1.30 on aiming idle stability on the bottom. I can't get it to go to 30 for some reason, it's being weird. And then about 206, 205 for weight on aim walking steadiness on the left bar. So that's what you want your tuning to be. I'm actually going to resave this quickly just so I can make sure the tuning is proper. And with this, let's get to the range. Oakley dokley, people. I've actually used this in a game already, so I know it's pretty fucking smooksy. But here it is, with the you drop this camo and the blueprint underneath, making it look pretty fucking sweet with these like tiger claws, well, tiger marks on it, you know, scratch marks looking like that. But that's not what we're here for. You're here to see how it performs. Close range, dead. Mid range, a little bit bouncy recoil, got to aim a little lower. And from long range, again, I mean, it's an SMG, it's not the best, but takes them down pretty quickly. Now, how about we add a new feature for this series? Let's go to dummy settings and see how it works on a fully armored AI, or a fully armored dummy. Look at that. Melts them pretty quickly if they're standing still. Mid-range. Breaks that armor pretty fast and takes them down. Now, long range is probably where you're going to struggle if you use this in Warzone for the armor plates. Yeah, it's an SMG, so you're not really going to be using it at long range, but why not? Why not use it at long range, you know? But as you can see, it's pretty fast at melting. Not sure how it's going to do against actual players in Warzone, because I don't really play that, but I can tell you, a multiplayer, it fucking shreds people very, very quickly. And as you can see, lots of movement speed. You are a fast boy with this boy. Strafe, strafe, strafe. Movement speed is on point. Takes him down just like that. Let's go ahead and put these back at... let's go ahead and put them back at no plates. And yeah, now you know how this thing is going to work if you use it. And I can see that the ghillie suit wrap on my skin is clipping through the side of the gun. Great detail there, Infinity Ward. But with this, I am the greatness that is soon to be. And I will see you whenever I upload next or stream next. Ta-ta!